Hey guys, Rob here from XR Labs with a quick update on Kendrick's new OKLAMA album and the weirdest streaming setup I've ever made. Yeah, his new album, or should I say albums, that's right. Last day, the OKLAMA.com website that I already covered in a bit of a rushed video last time was updated with a new folder. In this picture we can see someone who is presumably Kendrick Lamar holding the master copies of two albums. We previously thought that Mr. Morale's and the Big Steppers was going to be a project title for his new album, but now we can see that these are indeed two separate albums. One CD is titled Morale, while the other CD is titled Steppers, and these appear to be master copies of his new album. For those of you that don't know, the master copy or golden master is the final copy of a recording that is ready to be copied and distributed to the streaming platforms and retail stores. And just as a reminder, be sure to subscribe if you want to know more about K-Dot's mysterious new company PG Lang that I will cover in a more professional video in the next time. Of course, there's a lot of rumors going on, for example that Kendrick is going to be releasing the fifth part of his The Heart series. The fourth part of the series was produced by a whopping 4 producers. First, Axel Foley and 6 Sense made a beat using singer and songwriter Khaled's voice. No, not that Khaled, but that one. They sent the beat to Top Dog Entertainment because they thought it had a Kendrick vibe. After the beat was sent to Kendrick, it was finished up by producers The Alchemist and DJ Dahi, who added more parts to the song. Of course, the mad beat and flow changes are a staple of K-Dot's music. Other rumors talk about the meaning of OKLAMA. For example, this Twitter user thinks OKLAMA stands for Official Kendrick Lamar. While I don't think the O stands for official, the K-Lama part is pretty obvious. And then of course there's people spreading rumors on misinformation, but this is to be expected of such a monumental release like a new Kendrick album. Luckily, people were quick to shut this down because, as is stated on the OKLAMA website, all factual information for this release will come directly from this source only. What's interesting is that Kendrick announced on the OKLAMA.com website that he will no longer publish songs under the Top Dog Entertainment label. Of course, I hope that we still get songs featuring J-Rock, as I think that these two are just the perfect bros. He didn't really burn bridges with Top Dog Entertainment either, as he stated that he just needs time to do his own thing now and fulfill his own life's calling. I'd also wish for a new song featuring Jay-Z, but let's see. PG Lang already published a few songs by Kendrick's cousin Baby Keem. But there's one more interesting thing. The credits not only state PG Lang but also Columbia Records as a partnership of Baby Keem. Tanner Leone, another member of PG Lang, is partnered with Def Jam Recordings. Def Jam was founded by music industry legends Rick Rubin and Russell Simmons, but that's a story for another video. So back to the OKLAMA.com website real quick. As of now, I didn't find any new secrets like the Heart website or its grid equivalent that was pointed out by commenter Kroger, which I forgot to mention last time. User Rashad also pointed out that these websites might have just been for debugging purposes, as a means of a place for the website developers to test out the folder features that they programmed. So we will see what happens next. This unique type of promo is pretty exciting for fans like us, because it throws me back to the old days of finding weird websites back when Google was still written in serif. Maybe you can spend the 7 days waiting listening to medieval reenactments of Dr. Dre's greatest beats by Beetle the Bardcore, or you can get your freestyles ready. There's also a lot of pressure on Kendrick after releasing these masterpiece albums like Good Kid, Mad City, How to Pimp a Butterfly and Damn. But I'm sure Kendrick will deliver as always. So thanks all for watching, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to always stay informed, and see you in the next video.